went in the desert in Mexico too, do peyote.
Yeah?
Yeah, that shit was fucking mad. It was like,
Lee, you did that?
yeah, that shit, yeah, it was crazy because it was like 2 weeks in this hippie van, like this crazy hippie van out of the 60s.
Yeah.
It used to be a Monsanto pesticide van,
What
which is crazy how the hippies like overtook it. And then we're there and it's like, there's no seats or benches. It's literally like fucking mattresses, like jars of like you don't even know what's in the jar, just herbs and out, it's just shaking and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking DVD player, it fell on my head, almost gave me a concussion. So we're going on 2 weeks like that. And we finally ended up in the desert or whatever. There's one part of the story where I had to fuck this Japanese guy up because he was a crazy crackhead type shit. But we're in the middle of the desert and we have all this peyote. Like we went and you hunt for the peyote and the cactus. I got lost in the desert. I thought I was gonna die. It was crazy. It was crazy because I'm like, anywhere you walk, there's cactuses. So imagine being in the middle of the desert and you don't know where the fuck you are. Yeah. You're in the middle of nowhere. It's hot as fuck. Yeah. Right? You're high as shit. That's not a good any direction you walk, you're getting sliced.
Jesus.
And you literally don't know where to for miles, you don't know where to go.
That's fucked.
It was fucked. But like by the grace of God, you know, I found my way back in a weird way. Like I was yelling out and I heard a call back. Like a coyote sound. When I got there, I'm like, who called? Like I fucking found you guys. And they're like, who was? They're like, what? Like they didn't hear me. So it was just like, whatever.
I feel you.
Point is there, we're in the middle of the desert. We have these fucking mountains of cactus, peyotes and shit. Bro, the cops pull up.
Holy.
We're like miles from the road. I'm like, what the fuck? And these cops pull up, they start telling us how they're gonna arrest everyone, but it's just like, anyway, if you guys travel, you know this, you just pay them or whatever. And all the people I was with are like hippie artisans. So they start showing them their like jewelry and their handicrafts and shit. And so this guy's like, oh, my wife would like this, and so he took the thing and
nice.
And they left us alone.
That's kind of cool.
Same ways in Thailand, I got caught with a big bag of mushrooms, so I had to pay these guys stuff.
Ooh, yo, that's
you told me. Tell us that story.
So I'm in Thailand, and in Thailand, when you want magic mushrooms, you go to the elephant farms because it grows in the elephant shit. Right, so I go to the elephant farm, I get a big bag of mushrooms, and then the lady tells me, "Be careful, there's some cops over there." All right. So I start going, I'm on the scooter, and I see them. I see the cops blocked, and I'm like, "Fuck!" So I pull a Yui, and then I'm there, and I'm thinking, I'm like, "All right." I could like drop these mushrooms here and wait, and then later I'll try to hide it. So I'm like, I'm fucking genius guy. I try to hide the mushrooms on me and go through. They fucking stop me. They find the mushrooms. And then they're like, there's 8 of them, but like 8 cops, and they're like, oh, da 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 da. And I'm like, what? It's not illegal. It's on the ground, right? And then he's like, no, it's illegal. And I'm like, no. And there's like a Buddha statue. I'm like, no, I eat it. I meditate. Like it's all good. And this guy's like, no, you're going to go to prison. We're going to drug test you, but don't worry, we're going to help you. Let me talk to my friends. And that's how the negotiation starts. And they're like, how much can you pay? And then they double it. And then, and it just goes up and down. But this is the thing, right? The guy, he drove me to my house to get my card, drove me to the ATM to get the money, and then he dropped me back off at my house, and then the next cop dropped my scooter off at my crib.
Shout out to Thai police.
Full service delivery. While I was in the truck, the guy that arrested me, he got promoted, and he's just celebrating. I'm in there like celebrating with him, on the way to the ATM.
What do you mean he got promoted?
Well, he got promoted from being like a cop to being like
sergeant
in like customs or something. Like
while you were detained.
While I was detained in the truck. And this guy's just like happy, and I'm like, why you happy? He's like, I got promoted. I'm like, hey.
You got lucky. Someone was watching over you.
Yeah, type shit, boy.
But you did pay them.
I paid them, yeah.